What's up guys? So this is video number 4. So far we have created the nav section, the image carousel section, the about section with the drop down circles images, and so we have gone more than halfway of the project. So we need to create the send us a service request section, which is a pop-up service request form, and after that we're gonna come down and create the contact us form and add the Google Maps, and last thing is we add this simple footer. Okay, well, let's get started on creating this section right here, and then we can work on the rest. So I'm gonna open up my Dreamweaver file, and I'm going to start with, I'm gonna leave a comment. This is where my form section. I do apologize about my spelling. Okay, so first thing, we're gonna create a div ID, and we can name it anything. I'm just gonna name it tour. Class of, it's gonna be the background, so we're gonna name it BG. I'm just gonna do BG1, and then we create our container. Next, we're gonna create our basically we're gonna create this section right here and give it the bold for this text and give it the regular for this text, and we're gonna do that on our style sheet, but right now we're just gonna create it. So basically I have h3 class text. We're gonna have a center, send us a service request. Close my h3. Class. Oh, I'm sorry. Found the error right there. So close my h3, and then after that I'm gonna create a paragraph class and text, again center, and again you can add anything you want on this section. I'm just gonna add what I have and what I have created, so feel free to either contact us directly or send us a service request, and then I'm gonna give it a break and then close my paragraph. Alright, let's save that and see how it's coming out. So far that's what we have generated. Send us a service request, and feel free to either contact directly or send us a service request. So that's pretty much it. What we did next, we need to create the images and the buttons. The background we're gonna create when we open up our style sheet. So I'm gonna give it, this is where we create our Again, I'm just leaving notes everywhere. So after that, we're gonna create, like I said, we're gonna create the images right here and center them. So we're right here, div, class, role, text, center, and then let me create another class. Let me create a class for the column. So class, we're gonna use a column of 4, so a small column of 4, and then let's create another div class and thumb. We're gonna name it thumbnail since this is gonna be a thumbnail image. So now let's add our images. Image source. Again, I already have my images, so basically I'm just gonna use the ones that I use for the circles. And you can give it an alt tag of whatever you feel like, but for mine it's gonna be commercial. And then the width, man, I'm sucking at typing today, so 400, height 300, and then we close our image, and then we're gonna create the text below the images. So, and these are, I want them to be bold, so show, close my strong tag, and then close my paragraph tag. And now we're gonna create the button that it's below it, so it's gonna be button class equals button, and then data toggle. This is so when it's clicked, it's gonna pop up the model section that we're gonna create once we're done with this one. So target, and then my model, and we're gonna name it request service. Close my button, close my div, my other div, and that should be it for one. If everything works out fine, we can, which it did, and then we're gonna just copy this code right here. Then when we have to type it again, it's because we're just gonna change some stuff. So this section we're not gonna need this, and we're gonna need 2 more divs to close. But on this section right here, we're just gonna change the image since it's, and I'm gonna, okay, so I'm just gonna change the image. So if you were not able to see what I did was, so what I did was I copied this section right here and just deleted the top section. So basically just copied this section right here and copied it twice, and then I added, and then I closed down my divs. There should be 4, and basically I'm just gonna change the image right here, and I'm just gonna, like I said, I'm just using the images from the circle images. So this is gonna be residential, residential. And let me check to see if I need to change anything else. I don't. And again, I'm just gonna change the image here. And this one's gonna be the contract. And let's file, save all this, and go to the site that we're generating. And bam, there you have it. We have all the 3 images with the buttons, and all we need to do is style it. That way it looks with the blue background and the buttons. And once we're done with that, we'll create the actual pop-up form. So, but it's coming out. I mean, we got a couple of other stuff to do. So next we're gonna go to so we're gonna start styling our form. So I got background as 1, and then background I have 003354. It's like a dark bluish. And then color for the text is gonna be I have BD. It's kind of like a grayish. Once we have that, we're gonna generate the H3 tag.
My favorite sound in the world is that swish and then it's what
our background. So basically, we're gonna give it a color.
It's you and the water.
Of white.
Speed is not something you can teach,
for the H3 tag.
But every little bit counts.
And
sport takes us to the
we're gonna do
places our bodies and minds can
that
go.
BG for the paragraph.
Loves every aspect of the game.
And sorry about the commercials. So now we're gonna do the paragraph. Let me move this up. The paragraph. I want font, style. I want this to be italic. Once I have that, I want to maybe save it. Let's refresh this. So there you go. So I have the blue background. This is italics with the grayish. I want to delete the borders, and then we're gonna add the color to the buttons. So let's go back to our file, and first I'm gonna start off by deleting the borders. So dot list group item first child border top right radius, I'll give it 0, border top left radius 0. So what I'm doing right now, I'm just deleting the borders for the images and as well as for the text. So dot list group item last child. Move this up. So I just have it here. It's gonna be the same thing. This is for the text as well. So let me save my file. And there you go. So it's working. Now, oh, I'm sorry. So now we're gonna try to delete the borders for the thumbnails. So thumbnail, padding 0, 0, 15 pixels, 0, border, none, border, radius, and then we're gonna do thumbnail. We're gonna set some margins for the thumbnails. So margin top 15 pixels, color 555, grayish. And now let's do the button. We want the button to have a padding of 10 pixels, 20 pixels, background color, it's gonna be, I have FF A400, it's kind of like a orange type of color. And then color for the text is gonna be F1, F1, F1. It's gonna be white. And then border, radius, set to 0 since I don't want a border radius around it. And then transition, I'm gonna set it to 2 seconds. So whenever they hover over it and stuff like that. And then, so let me save that. Let me show you what we have generated so far. So, wow, there you go. So now we have our images, our text, our background, our buttons. Now I want to create like a hover effect on it, and I don't know, maybe change the color of the text, but let me work on the hover for the buttons. So basically that button and then hover, that button, focus, and we're gonna do background. I'm gonna give it a color like yellowish. So I have FCB500, just a lighter version of the orange that I used. Color, so I'm gonna use that color. Now let's take a glance at it real quick, and there you go. You can see the hover effect on it. You can barely tell, but it works. So that's pretty much it for this tutorial. Next we need to do is make these work, since whenever you click on it, we're gonna create the model. Okay, so that's gonna be video number 5, and hope you liked this tutorial and you found it useful. And okay, I'll see you on video number 5. Thank you, bye.